Mike here with Take the Bait Guide Service and Z-Man Fishing. Hey, it's my favorite time of the year. It's close to Minnesota fishing opener where we get to start chasing bass and northern pike and obviously walleyes. And as we get close, my mind kind of switches gears from those panfish and crappies that we've been fishing here the month of April to once May hits the calendar to start thinking about my plan for opener and the upcoming fishing season. I've been hitting Lake Minnetonka I know for a fact this will be my 15th year in a row out there on opener, and it might even be longer than that. And I've got a few baits that I'm always going to have on my rod on opener. A few, one of the baits is both of the baits are more recent baits, but even, when I think back to when I started fishing Minnetonka for opener, it always started with a crankbait and some sort of plastic or live bait. And I really have gotten away from live bait now just with the plastics that are out there, but I always started with a crankbait. I've got one crankbait that I've started using. As soon as these came out, you went from lipless crankbaits and still use those as well, but walleye divers and then the scatter wraps, but when I start on opener Minnetonka, I'm chasing walleyes, and that's what gets me excited. And one bait that I use is the shadow wrap shad. This one's in a yellow perch. Just a great bait. I bet over the last probably 2 to 3 years, half of my walleyes on opener on Minnetonka, and you could throw this bait anywhere this time of year, have come on this bait right here. Great rattles in that bait. I'm not throwing this bait really in deep water. I'm throwing this bait not in a lot of weeds either. I'm throwing this bait on rocks. I'm throwing it on scattered weeds. I'm throwing it definitely in some sand. And I'm chasing walleyes early before that sun comes up with this bait. It's a great multi-species bait as well. You're going to catch lots of different fish from bass and pike, especially when that sun gets up, or even, before the sun's up, you're going to catch those fish. But once again, great option that I'm going to have on my rod right away. As soon as I start on opener before the sun's up and it's dark out, I've got this rod out, I'm searching walleyes. And then, like I said, I've always got a plastic, and I grab my favorite Z-Man Elastec baits, and I'll tell you right now, I've caught so many walleyes on this bait. It's the Streak Z. This one's in a shiner color. I use this bait on rivers in the spring. I use it in the fall, cold water, small rivers, Pool 4, Minnesota River, and then on opener. I bet the rest of my walleyes in the last 3-4 years have come on this bait right here. I've got so much confidence in this bait catching walleyes that if I'm not getting bit on this bait, they're not there. It's just a great option. Another color that's a great option is the smelled color. It's dark out. I'm not searching for minnows. Once I get this rigged up, I'm good to go. And another multi-species bait too. You're going to catch everything on this bait. 2 years ago, I think it was, we got on some nice walleyes. They were too big to keep. We threw those back. My third cast into that spot after we just popped 2 nice walleyes, I had a 5/8 bass. So this is a great multi-species bait. So as you're thinking about Minnetonka or wherever it is, wherever you're going for opener this year, crankbait's great option. This shadow wrap shad jerk bait, this is a slow rising one. It puts walleyes in the boat, that's for sure. And then think about Z-Man's Elastec baits and a Streak Z. I'm telling you, if you guys use this and get yourself on some walleyes, chomp this bait. So 2 great options for opener, which is just right around the corner. Next time I talk to you guys, we'll talk a little bit about bass, pike, and some other options on opener. That's, like I said, just around the corner. We will see you guys out on the water.